Supplies last. This program is brought to you by LG. Make your holidays bright with an LG LED TV from Future Shop. Brilliant picture quality, slim design, and low power consumption. Life's good.
Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, otherwise known as Sin City, otherwise known as a place where people do things they wish they hadn't done. What better place than to bring you some of country's most cringeworthy moments? Think your favorite stars are perfect? Think again. As you're about to see, some of country's most loved superstars have also been known to commit some of the biggest blunders in the biz. So, if misery loves company, you will find yourself in good company indeed over this next half hour as CMT star uncovers the top 10 "What Was I Thinkin" moments in country. Hair day, an embarrassing public outburst, or heaven forbid, a bad career move, well, we can relate, except that when we do it, it doesn't end up in the pages of our favorite tabloid. From butt-bearing boo-boos, to strip club scuffles, to horse rides gone haywire, no star is above suspicion when it comes to "what was I thinking" moments. Today, we're breaking out the 10 most memorable. So saddle on up as we count them on down. At number 10, a guy perhaps best known for his 1992 smash hit, Achy Breaky Heart. Perhaps, but he may be better known for a little achy breaky, fashion mistakey. Call it what you want. Hockey hair, business up front, party out back, Kentucky waterfall. We simply call it the worst hair offense known to man. And the women, we're just not going there. Billy Ray Cyrus's mullet perches at number 10.
Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky mullet. Just don't think you'd understand. They'll always be coming back for those kind of things. And with Billy Ray, at that time, he was the cutest thing on earth.
I think his mistake is being photographed in a mullet and acid wash. All of us wore it for like 20 minutes, but who was stupid enough to get photographed in acid wash with a mullet?
His mullet was longer than I am tall.
He's like a pioneer of the mullet, and he's brave, and I respect his mullet. My music is not about my hair.
That's exactly what he was thinking when the check started rolling in. He said, "Yeah! Yeah, with the mullet, baby!"
If I get back to Memphis, Billy, you should have gone back to the hairdresser because I don't think she was finished.
I want my mullet back.
Just need a little bit more off the back.
I think in Nashville they call it the 615. It's 6 inches to the back, 1 inch on the sides, 5 in the front, kind of a thing.
A man that handsome should not have a look that bad.
During the great mullet scare of the 90s, I think a lot of people had them, and he was our king.
At number 9, a marriage/breakup that's hasty, even by Hollywood standards. When Kenny Chesney met his Hollywood crush, Renee Zellweger, at a tsunami benefit in early 2005, no one could have predicted what was about to follow. A very hasty 4-month courtship, then marriage, and annulment within another 4 months. It's the stuff blockbuster films are made of, and it makes Kenny's marriage and split the number 9 "what was I thinking" moment in country.
I think Kenny was marrying the chick from Jerry Maguire, so he was marrying her.
I don't know what happened there.
She thinks my tractor's sexy.
I'd love to know what happened.
I think that maybe they tried to take it serious, but I just don't know. You can't know somebody and not treat it.
I believe in love at first sight.
But I'm also not a guy who pries in other people's business.
I think marriage is a very serious thing. I think you shouldn't take it too seriously.
The reality of this is Kenny, and she's better than Jeff. She was a big star.
Kenny wrote "You Had Me at Hello" after he saw her in Jerry Maguire. She apparently wrote her own little follow-up song called "You Lost Me When You Took Off Your Cowboy Hat."
So I think it may have been just a snap decision that they made.
I think way too much champagne was consumed
at the time of proposal.
Wasn't that great of a honeymoon?
I'm dying right now.
I've had longer relationships with magazines.
He's on tour for 75 days, and she's doing 2 movies. We'll see each other July 12th.
They sort of got tangled into each other and with the law, and good luck with that. And there goes my
So, what do you do when you're the top-selling solo artist in the U.S. and your albums are flying off shelves to the tune of, 95 million units? Well, it's simple. You don a goatee, you drop your cowboy hat and some pounds, and you create an alias for a soundtrack for a movie that never sees the light of day. Never know. I'm mad over heels at a show. Confused? Didn't get it. We all were. Which is why Garth Brooks' alter ego, Chris Gaines, comes in at number 8.
He did this alter ego for the movie The Lamb.
He thought he would sell enough albums to create a demand for the persona, then he would do the movie.
More like Silence of the Lamb, because I never heard of that movie coming out.
If he had done the movie and people could have related to the character, related to the music, what it was all about, I think he could have continued to be successful.
Garth is brilliant. We all know it.
every now and then when the world that we're living in crazy.
Everybody makes a mistake every once in a while.
When you're in business, you're either spiraling up or you're spiraling down.
Two words come to mind when I hear the name Chris Gaines. Oops.
If you're going up, you can't seem to do anything wrong. But you do one thing wrong, now you're spiraling down, and then you start second-guessing your opinions and your judgment.
Please don't let me kid you. No man is an island even as much as I want to be.
Many people don't know that is who Garth is, and the Garth thing is a tough persona that he has to keep up. It's exhausting for him.
The man has sold 100 million records. Why does he need an alter ego?
When you sell that many records, I think you have to create an alter ego. Either that or live with a monkey.
Oh, let's be mysterious. Okay.
I wonder whether or not he hooked up with Courtney Love at some point.
You want to do an album? Yes, I do.
And decided to go bananas and lose his mind for 5 minutes.
You want to do a photo shoot? No, let's keep it. Let's keep it.
I told Garth after that, he said, "You wish you'd never done that?" He would say, "No, I did. I'm glad I did it."
It's about experimenting. It's about saying, I don't want to do Thunder Road again. I want to do something new. I want to do something different.
Screw your system. Do what you do. Stand. Fight for your own. But at the same time, you, man, I love a pat on the back.
I got Chris will be back.
Stick around as we continue our look at the top 10 What Was I Thinking moments in country. Coming up next, a toxic error made by one of country's biggest outlaws. Who is he? Find out when we return.
Here comes from a long line of diamond cutters.
Oh yeah, that's right. In fact, I brought some diamonds cut by my great-grandfather.
Looking forward to seeing your family jewels.
Home Improvement, Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. on CMT.
Good night, buddy.
Good morning, Dad.
Oreo, Milk's favorite cookie.
Today, chocolate pecan cheesecake. Beat sugar and Philly. Why trust your cheesecake to anyone but Philly? Add eggs, pour over crust, and bake. Finally, add chocolate sauce and pecans. Like eating a cloud. Learn more at cookingwithphilly.ca.
With Fido, you save. But you get more than you think. Every time you use your phone, you get Fido dollars. Watch them grow and use them to get your next phone for less. Only Fido helps you save now with phones from $0 and later with Fido dollars.
Make the holidays even happier with an M&M Meat Shop shrimp platter with sauce. Now, just $9.99. actual Christmas? Try Staples for the HP 15.6-inch triple core notebook for just $4.49. Staples. That was easy.
To please his goddess, a god offered her a most divine gift. Ferrero Collection. Everyone waited to see which she would choose first, but... 3 delicious Ferrero chocolates. Ferrero Collection. Could there be a more divine creation?
We went to Disney World today.
Want to get a couple hours.
Really? Like, getting on an airplane in a couple hours and going to Disney World. Really are.
The memories you'll share are the greatest gifts of all. This holiday, the magic begins the moment you tell them. So what are you waiting for? Let the memories begin at the place where dreams come true.
Ladies, after a while, wearing even the hottest heels can really wear on you. That's when you need some chic little flats. Introducing Dr. Schultz for Her Fat Flats. Just pop them out and keep on rocking. Dr. Schultz for Her Fat Flats. Flats in a flash.
She just brightens up people's days. She brightens up my day.
This is exactly the reason why I became a veterinarian.
ER Vets. Friday at 8:30 on CMT.
Welcome back to the top 10 What Was I Thinking moments in country from Las Vegas, Nevada. But first, let's recap to where we are right now. At number 10, it's Billy Ray Cyrus's achy, breaky mullet. The number 9 spot goes to Kanae's marriage and annulment. The number 8 What Was I Thinking moment in country, Garth Brooks' alter ego, Chris Gaines. Our next moment on the countdown involves one of the most famous faces in the outlaw movement, and in fact, the world. Now, maybe this outlaw took his rebellious job a little too seriously, or perhaps he didn't realize it wasn't just the little people who get caught cheating on their taxes. Indeed, the red-headed stranger, Willie Nelson himself, got well acquainted with the IRS back in 1990 when they fined him a whopping $32 million for tax evasion. Crazy, even for an outlaw.
Those braids were a little too tight, I think, for a couple of years.
Willie.
But you don't know me.
Oh, Willie.
Right when we said Willie smoked, I started to forget how we fought my taxes too.
Willie. I mean, now he's singing for gay cowboys. He had to sing for the IRS. I guess after that experience, he's used to taking it up the...
I didn't even have money.
$32 million for tax. Okay, well then now I know why he did Dukes of Hazzard with Jessica Simpson.
Doesn't he have, like, his living room in the Smithsonian or some museum?
If I was $32 million in the hole, I'd probably degrade myself by being in a Jessica Simpson video as well.
And him and his buddies go and play chess there? In his living room that the government owns? You know, if the government would just legalize marijuana in the United States, Willie would buy a whole bunch of weed, and then they'd get all their money back.
Grandpappy told my pappy back in my day, son, a man has an answer for the wicked that he's done.
So that must have been a very difficult day when the IRS came and knocked on his door. Pay your taxes, Willie.
Next on the countdown, a guy who made no bones about crossing over to the Nashville scene in early 2005. Now, we are not even going to touch the Kid Rock sex tape scandal of early 06, because really, you don't know what you might catch. No, I'm talking more about the Kid Rock crime spree, if you will, of 2003, which began at a little club called Christie's Cabaret. And his crime spree comes in at number 6.
Lord, I wonder if I'll ever change my ways.
I mean, which Kid Rock crime scene are you referring to?
Kid Rock assaulted the DJ.
He said I broke his glasses.
Punching a DJ at a nightclub when he's probably wasted is probably not going to add to any sort of voting for Nobel Peace Prize or anything.
So it shouldn't come as a surprise when he has maybe a few too many and gets in a scuffle in a strip club. I mean, doesn't everybody? Kid Rock hangs out at strip clubs?
I What was the DJ playing? A merengue? A polka?
If I want to hear it, you know, I'm already there and they're not going to play it, I'm going to hit the DJ at the strip club.
Yeah, he wanted an ABBA song.
Maybe the DJ threw on some Culture Club.
No, it was Boy George. He said, "Tumble for you."
Maybe Kid Rock got really angry at the DJ because he was playing Kid Rock.
You know what explains it? He had a relationship with Pamela Anderson.